Hello and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Uh, just before we get started here and move time along, I want to let you know that I've been playing in this screen and setting certain outfits. So there's some built-in outfits, allowed outfits that the game has, and so I've set Otis and TK to be our workers and the rest to be soldiers. So it's just basically, and I've set it to that they will try to stop wearing clothes around about the 50% mark so they don't get the tattered or bad clothing, mood modifier, and that those that are set as soldiers will try to wear some armor if we have it. Otis is currently wearing a helmet, even though he's not able to do any combat. So it'll be interesting to see if he will drop it. I don't think it's forced on him. It doesn't say. I mean, I did force him to wear it, but it doesn't say that it was forced, or at least I don't see that it says it was forced. Okay, so we got a low food warning. You know what? This doe that tried to murder us before, let's just go ahead and hunt it. Back in the last episode, we were trying to make a crematory to try to burn some of our stuff, but we need a lot of bricks, blocks to make it, and we don't have the number of blocks yet, so we can't make that. We do have tons of stockpile though, so someone can get on this eventually. Otis, why not? Did you drop your helmet while I wasn't looking? You must have, or else I was just being completely oblivious and thought you were wearing a helmet when you weren't. Did someone else pick it up? Mole, you're wearing a helmet now? Yeah, I guess that's what happened. Cole is out here shooting our generators. Appreciate that. You're also probably going to shoot one of our people as they cross the line of fire. Another roof collapse over where the bugs are. Cole, you can get closer, my dude. Denver's experiencing some things. What's your issue, Denver? Yeah, I know your friends died. Please don't shoot when someone's crossing right in front of you. That's not very nice. Okay, what do we got going on? Let's see. Let's check in with our people. Researching, harvesting. You're cleaning up the dirt. And you are cooking. So Cole, what are you working on? You were cutting stone blocks, okay. I'd really like you to eventually start, or someone to start machining. And we're out of storage space again because we took this to be a prisoner room. So let's just go ahead and mine a little more space. Oh, I see you're not even getting the stone chunks from the dumping area because you got ones closer. That's pretty smart. Another roof collapse. I'm sure that was where the bugs are. Yep. We really will have to deal with them eventually. Okay, we got 2 colonists idle, so what do we need to set them to do? Ida and TK. What can you guys... I mean, you're not really good at anything else. TK, I can have you go ahead and smith, I guess. You're not really good at it, but... it is something you're capable of doing. Ida, you're just really not capable of much right now. Oh, but I was gonna have you do that, but Otis is on it, so you can't even do that because it's busy. Okay, whatever. A group of travelers. Ooh, they're gonna go right through the bugs. This could get interesting. And hopefully, they don't get a negative opinion of us because they were the men that got themselves into this situation. Kangaroo's just hoofing it. I'm so sorry, guys. But, I mean, you could have looked to see where you're walking first, I think. So we're low food again. We got some rice coming in, but do we have any... oh, we got a ton of wildlife these days. A bunch of elk right on our doorstep. So why don't we take you... another roof collapse over by the bugs. They just keep collapsing all the roofs on themselves. That's cool, dudes. Let's take 2 elk. You know what? Let's take 3 elk. Just make sure that we have a good stockpile. We have 180 granite blocks now. Was 180 what we needed to build the crematory? 150. Okay, so you do that. And we can draw power directly without running more conduits. So let's reinstall that here and let's put a better chair over there. Because people are sitting at this research table for long periods of time. Let's just go ahead and set it, and then I can move it later. And just speed up time. How's the bugs doing? They're all asleep. So I had read this suggestion that while they're sleeping we should try to box them in with like a wooden structure and then burn that wooden structure and set the bugs on fire. So maybe that's something we want to think about. I don't know if that's still a good tactic to use, but we'll find out, I guess. Maybe. TK wakes up and runs straight to the research bench. Denver starts to hunt. Otis sleeping in. Another roof collapse. Doesn't bother me any though. Get started on the crematory. Denver's having some severe issues. Who insulted you? Who did that? That's under social, I think. Otis called Denver a viper. Ooh, snap. Yeah, Denver, you can't do anything because TK's got your space. That's alright. No, we've got a ton of wood. So just to clear things up, let's make some wood floors in here. And you know what, since I'm tired of seeing them go, like having to step outside for a brief second, what do you say we also make a weird airlock here? And since we've got all these fighters, what, 4 fighters now, can we make like 3 more helmets? We just need a crafting skill of 5. I don't know if we have a crafting skill of 5. We do. Otis. Otis has a crafting skill. A high crafting skill, but Otis needs to be making the rest of this pistol. But he's busy planting, because I guess we've gotten warm enough outside that we can start planting crops outside and not need this interior growing place. Well, we will keep this interior. Yeah, we gotta handle that. That's why we're researching mortars to try to drop bombs on them. Okay. So the crematory is finished. So let's burn apparel that is less than 50 hit points. And let's do that as long as we have some crappy apparel that needs burning. Hopefully that'll clear up some of this stockpile. Oh, Denver, we moved the seat and we didn't give you anything to sit at. Here you go. The slow waggle of the plants here. A nice visual touch. And as the rain starts to come down, we got a thunderstorm. Have to watch to see it doesn't start any fires. Storm didn't last that long. What do we want to do? We want to put more wooden floors in this new spot. Notice you're making a helmet. I mean, you could be making the machine pistol that you started and stopped. Okay, so we'll see about... Let's get this out of the way for now. Let's check what do we want. I think we also want gas operation, so we can start to get to auto turrets. But then we'll also have to learn microelectronics. So we'll get that started. And how does one build a mortar? Frag grenades, EMP grenades, incendiary shells. Is that something you do at a smith? No idea. Maybe that's a whole separate production area. Or I'm just overlooking it. Done that plenty of times. Ida, you're burning some stuff. Great. See some empty spots in this stock room. That's awesome. Oh, just pumping out some helmets. Cole, you're wearing one. Mole, you're wearing one. Watch everybody's run around. Okay, so we got some idle People staying a little idle too long, so Ida, you're the one that can't do anything. And Denver the same, you can't really do anything either. So I guess we just have nothing for you guys to do. Unfortunately. Yes, thank you, Otis, for continuing work on that machine pistol. And then we'll be able to see what it looks like when it's done. Alright, can we see what you're carrying? Can you put it down? A poor machine pistol. A micro submachine gun is short range but very light in the hands. So you can shoot 500 rounds a minute. Pretty low accuracy, except for a very close range. Damage of 6. Is that 6 per shot? And armor penetration of 9. Someone has just a revolver. What is their damage? 12. And more armor penetration. But it's real slow. Mole, you were the one that's actually good at shooting, right? But for some reason we gave you a... Yeah, so... Mole, equip the machine pistol. You don't need to be a knife wielder anymore. Let's make an incendiary launcher. Denver's throwing a tantrum. What are you doing, buddy? You just gonna break some more stuff? That's cool. Let's build some Molotovs. I'm just really thinking, like, what do we do to get rid of those bugs? Oh, we didn't build a wooden floor right there. Denver, quit it, buddy. So, oh, we don't need to build a mortar from a thing. We build it from right here. Okay, so that's a thing to know. We're really low on steel. Did we use a bunch of steel making those helmets? So we could build a mortar. Maybe build some turrets. And we will have to deal with a raid first. A group of pirates have attacked and they're attacking immediately. But they're up here. So maybe they'll decide to go through the bugs. Let's see, we got machine pistol, steel club, machine pistol. Oh. It's the first time we've seen so many weapons in their hand, and unfortunately Denver, who is our rifle wielder, he is busy throwing a tantrum, so he won't be able to help us. But if we can just post up here and hopefully they come through that way. Let's see where they go. And while we're doing that, let's just check their stats. Good at shooting. Okay at shooting. Not so great at shooting. Oh, and they are going to come through the bugs. So these bugs have been, Oh, no, no. You changed your mind? No? You are attacking the bugs. This is awesome. Helping us out. Okay, so it was pretty easy for them to take those bugs down. Let's undraft you guys for now. And Denver has stopped his tantrum. Let's watch these guys. So they're able to take down this, like, little bug pretty easily. How would they deal with this massive crowd? You know how they would deal with that? Not very well. They took out a couple little tiny bugs and then got slaughtered. Why are you guys coming this way? Otis? This, I don't like this. I am not a fan of this. You know, they've come and they've turned back before. But now... Okay, alright. You guys just got a little angry. And you're turning around. Okay, alright. Just got you a little upset and you decided to come after us, but then you forgot about it. That's alright. Okay, so what I was saying was that we were going to try to set up some turrets over here maybe, and some mortars that we can just rain down on them. So let's show... Ooh. Transport pod. A mafia boss named Muzz has crashed in a transport pod nearby. If he survives the impact, he will be badly wounded. Muzz is from your enemy, the whales. You can capture him for recruitment or for slavery purposes. There he is. So, then mind-shattering pain. A gunshot. So, something must have happened up in space that he would drop down with a gunshot. Ooh, look at this. Great with animals. Good at social. Good at shooting. Can someone capture him? Look, buddy, we're just doing you a favor. Look, there's this bear here that wants to eat you. There's these bugs out there. Like, it would just be... Don't you do it, bear. No, don't you eat our new colonist friend. You did kill this turkey, though. That's free meat for me. As I was saying, or trying to say before we got interrupted a couple times, set up a couple mortars, set up a couple turrets, and maybe we can do some work on these guys. But to make mortars, not in there, keep forgetting, we need a bunch of steel, and we don't have a bunch of steel right now. So, new plan. We build some... What is this? Sandstone? What is... Granite? Build some granite walls. Here. Don't even know. Why am I doing that? That's silly. Cancel that. Why spend 3? Why don't you just put it here and build 1? And then once that's done, we can mine this out. You know, build another one right there too. Then we can mine that and get some steel. We got all the steel back here. This still needs to come out, so take that with us. Silver down here. So that might be a thing that we want to work on as well. Getting that steel so we can buy things. Did I say steel? I meant silver. You know what I meant. Okay, so TK, you're putting him up, and then we'll have to wake up Otis, I think, is our nurse, and get him healed. No, you're gonna go ahead and do it, TK. I forgot. You also have a doctoring skill. So since we set a bunch of mining tasks, is there something we can... Muz is having a medical emergency? Oh, because you have extreme blood loss. Bleeding to death in 3 hours. I think we can stop that. You were just so far away. Bleeding to death in 6 hours. Okay. So we're stemming the flow. There you go. But since we have so many mining jobs, these people are bad at mining, but let's at least give them the opportunity. Same with you, Ida. You're really terrible at it, and maybe you'll just collapse it on your own head, but you have really low difficulty, so you might join us very soon. Let's try to recruit you. Cole needs treatment for their asthma. Grover, you're taking it back to the stockpile, even though we put it over here to burn it. That's alright. Like, you're trying. Otis, you really like sleeping in, don't you? You got some, I was gonna say, do you have something in your traits that say you sleep real late? Do I have you set to force you to sleep late? No. You can do whatever you want right now, and I guess what you want to do is sleep. Now don't lock yourself in there. That's great. So now we'll be able to mine this structure out without leaving a back entrance into our base. This room is so small that Otis had to climb on top of the bed to treat Cole's asthma. I think you're patching up gunshot holes or just tantrums when we were hunting or Denver was going crazy. Alright, you guys are mining out. That's great. So where would we want to set up these turrets? Portable automatic turret requires steel to refurbish its barrel after heavy use. May explode when damaged. Can do friendly fire against us. Like maybe we would want to set up 3 of them, or is that too close because they're going to explode? That many? And do they need power? Power consumption 80 watts. So 80 watts times 3. Let's also chop all this wood. I know that gets a little close to the bugs, but that would mean that we have clear shots of them when they come for us. And how are we going to power them, though? So we could run a long cable because we've got tons of power, but can we throw up just a quick wind turbine or something? How much does... Well, let's see. How much power does a single battery? 2400. Oh yeah, so Otis, you're harvesting, just don't get close to them. If we build, what's cheaper? Wind turbine, solar generator? Wood generator? Let's just build a wind turbine right here. Then we'll build a little place for the batteries. And we'll hook these up. Ton of rice coming in, some other things growing. What kind of wildlife we got? A unconscious red fox that was attacked by a bug. So we'll hunt him because he's already dead. Oh, that bug got really close. Where did that bug come from? Well, whatever. We will harvest that bug if we have to. Had malnutrition. Do any of them have malnutrition? No, so they weren't like coming out to search for something to eat. Maybe just got damaged and ended up dying from hunger. But back to wildlife. Is there anything that we're interested in hunting or taming? We got lots, but nothing at this moment. Alright, we've healed Muzz up. I almost forgot about you, Muzz. Now you can walk around. So I kind of don't like that Otis is working on plants all by himself, essentially. Maybe I can bump up the priorities of these guys to give them some help. Cole laying the frameworks for the turrets, which may or may not be our savior, which may, you know, get rid of the bugs, or which could enrage them to attack us and wipe out our entire colony. But for now, with everyone to sleep and this episode running just over 40 minutes, I think we call this one done here. We've not done anything really exciting in this episode, but I think we've laid some good groundwork, and we could have another really interesting colonist on our hands here soon. But again, hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.